Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. We have a quite interesting French model that it's not so known in their homeland, which is France. And that's quite different because usually cars, their main market, it's the market they come from. Well, not specifically this car. What we got for you right now, it's a 143 scale Renault Duster Oroch. Alright, what do I mean by not very familiar in their homeland? Because this is a French car. Renault is a French brand, as we most of us know already. And that's what usually the number one market for Renault is France, like Peugeot and for Citroën too. But somehow, not somehow, usually there's a reason that sometimes the markets do not really accept a model. Like example, this is a pickup. In Europe, pickups are not always the biggest and the number one seller, and never been. Usually they're more into now they're more into SUVs, but they used to like smaller cars or hatchbacks or sedans, but pickups were not usually their biggest markets in none of the European countries that I know, that I remember seeing or read. So the primary market for this model was the South American market. A lot of countries in South America pickups do pretty well. They don't do the numbers like in North America, like in America, USA example, they love those pickups like Dodge and the Chevrolets and the Ford F-150s. No, they don't pull out those numbers. Those are already huge numbers, but those are bigger in size. And second of all, Renault, they don't sell in North America, only in Mexico, but not in Canada or USA. So this model would not have been on sale in North America. I keep saying North America, but Renault does sell in Mexico. So I meant Mexico. I meant Canada and USA. But this model, like I said, was a South American model, and basically it started all in 2015. As you may notice, the front end of this car is a Duster, is the Renault Duster or the Dacia Duster that we most of us know and are familiar with, but with a pickup at the end instead of the whole SUV. They cut off. It's a cut off sec. It's an open air like the pickups. You know what I'm trying to say. It came out in 2015, and by the way, this model is still being sold till today's date. It's still being sold till today's date, but in 2022, they changed the name. It's no longer called Renault Duster Oroch. Now it's just called Renault Oroch. They took away the Duster part. Assembly lines, they had one in Brazil and one in Colombia. South American countries again. They keep it local in South American markets, and it was literally like I said before. It was related to the Renault Duster, which is the SUV version of this model. Now the SUV was known in Europe. The pickup is the one. Not fully sure if it was not sold in Europe at all, or it was sold only like in limited numbers. I'll leave it for you guys in the comments for letting me know if it was sold in any part of Europe by any chance. This is the first generation, so this is the model that came out in 2015, 2016. Most of the markets. It was considered a compact pickup truck. It came out only as a four-door pickup, no two-door pickup, only a four-door pickup. Okay, and it had front wheel drive. This didn't have no 4x4, so it was a basic pickup, mostly for cargo, but not to go off road, not to go any crazy riding, driving and stuff like that. All right, guys, let's talk about engines before I forget. Engine wise, we only got the 4-cylinder engines. Only 4 cylinders. We have a 1.3. Some of them were flex fuel. Remember, flex fuel is quite common, especially in Brazil. It's a cheaper version of gasoline, and I know in Brazil they're quite popular with that. So they have a 1.3 16 valve flex fuel, you have a 1.6 gasoline, 1.6 16 valve flex fuel again, and the same thing goes for the 2.0. You have the regular gasoline and the flex fuel also. That's good. They give you both options. And then transmission wise, you have a 5 speed or a 6 speed manual, or then you have the automatic 4 speed automatic CVT. All right, everyone. I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. So, what do you guys think about this car? I'm gonna ask the folks also in Europe specifically, and also part of other parts of the world. Do you think this car would have done well in your market if they were not sold in your market? Do you like the style? Do you think it was a quite attractive car? Me specifically, I never seen one in person. Because I've never seen the Duster itself in person. Just to start off by there, I think the front end, actually the whole car is quite attractive to me. I like the front end. I like the rear end. Has quite a big tail lights. It kind of stands out. I think it's a quite nice, attractive, compact pickup. I think it would have done pretty well. Even in the North American market, I think it would have done pretty well. Sometimes the North American market was lacking of a small pickup. That's why, if you guys are familiar with the market right now, we have a model called the Ford Maverick. It came out, I would probably say about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, which is considered a compact pickup. And sales wise, was a boom. Because why? We didn't have a smaller pickup since the old school Ford Ranger. We have the Nissan Frontier, but it was a bit old school already. Now they remodeled, but back in 2, 3 years ago, they still had the old school model, which it was already from like a late 90s or early 2000s model. And then after that, we didn't have no more. Most of the brands have dropped their small pickups. Then Hyundai came out. Now Hyundai has a model called the Santa Cruz, and they do pretty well in sales. But the Ford Maverick is a boom. Just to share with you guys. All right, guys. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. I always appreciate. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click and subscribe, and click the bell next to the subscribe button. That will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.